tonight, it's the National Football League Super Bowl 58. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Sanders on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
At the 29-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught at the end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
It's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 33. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 1.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 33 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
1-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Complete to T. Higgins.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their own.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From midfield now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 32. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So now 2 pick-6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 54 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now down to 20. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second.
He's got it, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
36-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On second down now, Mixon, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Kiki QT. Brings up third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out right at the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. They'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave them with a long 3rd and 13. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? It's Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
The score, Eagles 34. Bengals.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's good. It goes a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Burrow will throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 10-yard line. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Back to Mixon on first down. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Second and 4.
Here's Burrow, setting up to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 4 yards out, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
They got into the end zone. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A gain of 6 there on first. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. It's now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some have thrown, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just is not going as they had hoped. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
And they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.